This is a world in which we always judge. Our eyes cannot see beyond the facade, beyond the superficial appearances, beyond the shell that people cover themselves with. So we simply judge them. We judge them on grounds of their race, religion, gender, or age. We judge the way they dress, the car they drive, and the food they eat. We judge them when they speak, when they act, and even when they gesture. We spend so much time trying to interpret their behavior in line with their cultural or ethnic backgrounds. And when we judge, we are harsh. We brutally categorize them, scrutinize them, and criticize them. People are not helping either. They sometimes behave in ways that are unconsciously designed to protect them from getting hurt. They're often mean, suspicious, and outright rude. It's as if each and every one of us surrounds himself or herself with a shell, a thick, hard shell, one that is meant to keep danger at bay and defend what is most precious to them, their dignity. It's amazing, though, that once we try to take a good crack at the shell, through a nice hug perhaps, or a friendly smile, once we try to genuinely see beyond the appearances, we are in awe of the good every soul is capable of. A moderate amount of leniency towards them, a modicum of empathy towards their shortcomings, a little bit of care towards their interests, and all of a sudden, the shell cracks. And what appeared to be harsh and impregnable turns out to be sweet and amicable. By demonstrating a genuine desire to listen, to see, to understand, you can position yourself to earn the best gift people can give, their love. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was once circumventing the sacred Kaaba. Not too far behind him was a man. The man was staring at him with anger, reflecting a heart filled with malice and an overflowing desire to hurt the Prophet of God. Call it divine revelation, call it instinct, call it what you want, but the Prophet felt the negative energy. Muhammad, peace be upon him, stopped, turned around, and with a smile on his face, looked at the man. For a few seconds, they exchanged an unuttered conversation. It's as if he was asking him, "What compels you to hate me so much? Have I wronged you in any way? Why are you disillusioned?" But more important than understanding why, the Prophet decided to make good out of it all. He loudly asked the man, "Are you Fudala?" Astonished and bewildered that the Prophet knew his name, he answered, "Yes." The Prophet asked, "What were you thinking about?" And with a hoarse, confused voice, Fudala answered, "Nothing." The Prophet smiled, put his hand on the man's chest, and prayed for him. Prayed for him. Later, Fudala said, "By God, it was not seconds after he removed his hand that he became the most beloved of God's creation to me." All it took was empathy. All it took was constructive behavior. All it took was an endless confidence in the unwavering potential for good in every human soul. All it took was love to turn a foe into a friend. And despite the negativity of the situation, or perhaps precisely because of it, the Prophet Muhammad, for that 1 minute, became the embodiment of God's words in the Quran. Not equal are the good deed and the bad. Repel evil with good, and thereupon the one whom between you and him is enmity will become as though he's a devoted friend.